Halal HaWah. Halal HaWah. They've been hitting us with the cadmium from the Cadmus. They've been doing this to my noggins, man, from day one, man. Day one.
Zubez investigates what was in the fog and why the truth may still be buried.
The fog.
Oatmeal, radioactive. Oatmeal, man, damn.
Drifted through the streets like a ghost.
That's exactly what it looked like, a thick fog.
It was summertime and it was hot. We would just run through it as fast as we could and try to just cool ourselves off. It stuck to you.
The spray was so foul as far as the odor. It made some of us have headaches, nausea, dizziness.
That's what I remember. It made me sick.
It wasn't the weather. It was an eerie smoke descending from rooftops, rolling from the backs of trucks.
Regular flatbed truck, but it had a big machine on the back.
They did this with doom meditation. They took down your kingdom, dukedom, principalities, dominions, possessions, and all movable and immovable goods. Possessed us, man, put us in perpetual slavery, forever slavery. With doom meditation, they thought about the witch's brew to slay the dragon.
And it had a big nozzle that really sprayed a fog you couldn't even see through. It was that thick, and it really, we felt it as it would adhere to our skin. And as far as the guys on top of the buildings, they tried to portray them to us as maintenance workers. But we was like, what is a maintenance worker doing? And basically a hazmat suit. And they had masks and goggles.
In the 1950s and 60s, in secret, the U.S. Army sprayed zinc cadmium sulfide into the air of a St. Louis housing project, a largely black neighborhood called Pruitt-Igoe.
It was a lose-lose situation for us in Pruitt-Igoe. We were subjects. We were subjects.
They didn't ask for our permission. We didn't ask for them to spray us. My government used me like I was a guinea pig.
Nuremberg Code. The voluntary consent of the human subject is absolutely essential. They are out of order. They done broke rule number 1 in Exodus 20 already. With their other powers, other God before the creator, right? Now they broke rule number 1 in the Nuremberg Code, my guy. So we can all sue the crap out these people. HaWah's gonna get back regardless. But just know they've been spraying us with the Dragon Slayer Cadmus. And every time you look up and you see these streaks in the sky, it's still cadmium. I'm about to prove it. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready, man? This means that the person involved should have legal capacity to give consent, should be so situated as to be able to exercise free power of choice. The brother just said they didn't choose this. Without the intervention of any element of force or fraud or deceit or duress, making our niggas crazy, overreaching, or ulterior form of constraint or coercion, and should have sufficient knowledge and comprehension of the elements of the subject matter involved as to enable him to make an understanding and enlightened decision. What?
For them to spray us. My government used me like I was a guinea pig. We didn't ask for them to spray us. My government used me like I was a guinea pig.
Like a subject, right? Did they enable him to make an understanding and enlightened decision? The latter element requires that before the acceptance of an affirmative decision by the experimental subject. Shalaka, man. Let's go, man. I'm out of here, man. Whew. Popping off for y'all right now. I believe, man, in the message so much, man. You know what I mean? I know HaWah got me. I know HaWah got us. I know HaWah got our ancestors, they rising again. They didn't have no affirmative to be treated like an experimental subject. Like they did to us with the untreated syphilis study at Tuskegee. 40-year untreated syphilis study at Tuskegee ended in 1972. So in the 50s, they were still hitting them with the cadmium. 72, they hit us with untreated syphilis. And that was actually conducted between 1932 and 72. I'll leave a link, read about it more, study it more, because it's a more and more war still, man. He was supposed to observe the natural history of untreated syphilis, but did the people know this? Researchers did not collect informed consent from the participants, did not collect informed consent. That means they had no understanding or enlightenment to make a decision. They should have sufficient knowledge and comprehension of the subject matter to enable them to make an understanding and enlightened decision. That's required before the acceptance of any affirmative decision by the experimental subject. There should be made known to him the nature, duration, and purpose of the experiment. As they are spraying us with these trails of chemicals, cadmium, are they informing us at all about the nature, duration of this study experiment they're doing on all of us now? The purpose, what's even in this stuff? The method and means by which it is to be conducted, all inconveniences and hazards responsibly to be expected, and the effects upon our health or person which may possibly come from his participation in this experiment. They did not tell us later that the tenderoni, these needles they was popping us with, is also a part of an experiment, a social study they called it. But were we informed to make an understanding, enlightened decision whether we should get this needle in us or not in 2020 tenderoni? Over and over again, those are three different separate elements. Shalak, man, I got y'all, man. I'm fighting the Dragon Slayer right now. Literally fighting it. As we drop this, it's no coincidence.
It's hard to put into words the horrors that we've witnessed every day during our time here. Entire families.
Three different elements coming together, or three different situations, right? Tuskegee experiment, syphilis, cadmium in St. Louis, tenderoni 2020. And what's next? What's every day? What's in the skies? What's in these trails, right? They did not collect no informed consent. We didn't give him no consent. The cons didn't give him no consent. I'll leave the Yandex link so you can really research cadmium and the trails. That's in the sky. You know, it's YouTube, man. The trails in the sky. Let's go. Do these trails of chemicals contain cadmium? And I said, man, I'm out of here with this because this is a body bag for the illusion, and it really pisses me off, man. Because I don't like being right about stuff like this, man. Because I'm like, damn. It is stunning how precise the aromatic plume type matches the symptom set of cadmium exposure poisoning, flu-like symptoms, just like the tenderoni. Just like the tenderoni. Hold on, man. We on a warpath, man. Where my drums at? I need my drums to get to the finish line, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. We're on a warpath. We on a warpath, bro.